Joke of the week. What do you call an adult balloon? A blown up. This week's spellings include the words after, never, under, river, serious, obvious, glorious, curious, previous, calves, elves, thieves, leaves, wolves, and eighth. Get a parent or an older brother or sister to test you on Friday. Remember to practice writing them 3 times a week. Morning! This week we are going to be writing our own stories. I want you to come up with a character, with a name. I want you to have a backstory. I want you to think of the child or character's age, where he lives, who does he live with, and think of some adjectives to describe your character. And draw a character description like I have. If I had a number line 0 to 2, and I had the number 0.5, I would know that it was larger than 0, but less than 1. And it would be halfway in between 0 and 1. If I had a number line between 1 and 2, and my number was 1.3, I would know that 1.3 would be closer to 1. So when I round it, it would be 1. There are 2 activities. The first one is easier, the second one is more challenging. Work at the level that you're working at. Good luck! Good morning. Today we're going to be multiplying and dividing by 10 and 100 using decimal points. If we had 34 times 10, what would it be? Think about what 3 times 10 is. What is 8 times 10? We move each digit to the left because the number is getting larger. So the 3 would go to the hundreds column. The 4 would go to the tens column. And what would we put here? That's right, a placeholder, a 0. So 34 times 10 is, well done. If we had 5.1, it's exactly the same. The digits move across, they get bigger. So 5 ones becomes 5 tens. 1/10 becomes 1 1. So 5.1 times 10 becomes 51. If we're dividing, the number gets smaller. So instead of moving to the left, we move to the right. So 723 divided by 100, this time we move 2 places because 100 has 2 zeros. So let's do that. So 7 is in the hundreds column and we move it to the ones column. What must I remember to use here? A decimal point. Well done. The 2 then goes to the tenths column and the 3 goes to the hundredths column. 723 divided by 100 equals 7.23. Now choose the questions that you think you can answer. Will it be the mild practice sheet or will it be the hot, spicy practice sheet? Whatever you do, good luck! Good morning. Today we're going to do a story map. My story map is about Ricky James. It's a story where Ricky James, he lives with his mum, he lives with his sister, he lives with his dog. He's an unhappy boy. And one day, looking in the attic, he finds a box. Inside the box, there's a map. The map shows a local island. And Ricky decides to take a boat along with his dog Alfie, and they go towards the island. There's a terrible storm. which causes the boat to topple over, and they have to swim to safety on the island. They look at the map and they find that they need to go inside a local cave. Inside the cave, they find a device. It looks like a mobile phone or a calculator. They push random numbers, and suddenly they're transported back into the prehistoric era with dinosaurs. He realizes he's found a time machine. He types in the numbers 2018, and he is transported back to the year 2018. He sees his father, and he tells his father not to go to work that morning. We flash forward, and we realise that Ricky James is waking up. He's waking up in the year 2020. He goes downstairs, and he realises that he's had a dream about his dad, and it was all a dream. And he's telling this to his mum and his daughter, and Alfie's there, when suddenly Ricky's dad comes back into the room. He saved Ricky's dad's life. Can you create a story map about the story that you will be writing this week? In today and tomorrow's lesson, I want you to start writing your story. I want you to use adjectives. I want you to talk about your character's feelings. I want you to use paragraphs. I want you to use punctuation. I've included some word maps. Try and use some of these words in your writing. Not my best picture of a chocolate bar. If we were to cut this chocolate bar into 4 equal pieces, we are then looking for 1/4 of the chocolate bar. We are dividing the total by 4. Let's see how many pieces there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we are looking for 1/4 of 12. We use a method called the bus stop method. We have 12 is the number we want to find what 1/4 of, so we put 12 inside the bus stop. We put 4 on the outside. If we don't know our 4 times table, we can do a thing called scaling. So 1 times 4 is 4. 2 4s are 8. 3 4s are 12. 4 4s are 16. 5 4s are 20. How many 4s go into 1? 0. So we put 0 there. What do we do with a 1? We cross it and we carry it across. So now we've got how many 4s go into 12. And looking at this, we can see it. There are 3 4s in 12. So 1/4 of 12 equals 3. If we know that, we can then work out what 3/4 are. So 3/4 of 12 must be 1/4, add 1/4, add 1/4. Now we know that each quarter is worth 3. So it's the same as 3, add 3, add 3. What is 3 add 3 add 3? That's right, it's 9. 3/4 of 12 is 9. Now choose the challenge sheet you think you can complete. Good luck. Morning. Today you're going to continue writing your story. Are you using paragraphs? Are you leaving a line to separate your paragraphs? Are you using different sentence openers? Can you squeeze another adjective in? Could you up-level a word? Think about all of this while you finish your story. Good luck! Morning. Today we're going to use the grid method for multiplication. 3 times our 121. So we do a grid like this. And here it's a times question, so we put a times. We have a small number here, a 3. We put it in here. We partition the large number into hundreds, tens and ones. So 100 is here. 100. 20 goes here because there's 2 tens. And we put 1 in here. What's 3 times 100? If you're not sure, what's 3 times 1? It would be 3. And then we put on 2 zeros. 3 hundreds are 3 lots of 100 is 300. 3 times 20. If you don't know what 3 20s are, cover the 0. What's 3 2s? Or 2 3s? It's 6. Put on a 0, it's 60. What's 3 times 1? Or 1 times 3? It's 3. And then you add all those digits together. So if you say it loudly, you can do it automatically. 363. The answer for 3 times 121 is 363. Our next question is 3 times 324. We lay it out exactly the same. We do a grid. We need a place for hundreds, tens and ones. It's a times question, so we put a times there. We put a 3 here because we're multiplying the number by 3. This time we are writing 300 in here. Again, it's a 2 for 20, so we put 20 in. The 4 is for 4 ones, so we put a 4 in. What's 3 times 3? 9. But if we put the zeros on, it becomes 900. 3 times 300 is 900. 3 times 20, you can do 3 times 2 is 6, and then put the 0 on. So that becomes 60. And 3 lots of 4, use your fingers or use a scaling method. 3 4s are 4, 8, 12. This time it's a bit trickier. 960 12 doesn't sound right. So we add the 60 and the 12 together, which gives us 72. 972. Here it's laid out slightly different. There's still a big number and a small number. So we do the grid exactly the same. It's a multiplication question, so we put times. We put the small number down the side. And it's 100. Another 20. So 2 tens is 20 and a 4. 2 100s, 200. 2 lots of 20, if you don't know, 2 2s are 4, add the 0, 40. 2 4s are 8. 248. That sounds right, so you write it in. Now choose the level of work you think you can do. Good luck! Ask a member of your family to test you today. Good luck! Morning. I'm sure your stories are looking really good. Today, I want you to try and edit your work. Can you use any better adjectives? Can you use these sentence openers? And can you include these in your writing to make your beginning of the sentence even better? I look forward to hearing these. Good morning. Today we are dividing and we are going to have numbers with remainders. That means leftovers. Right. 38 divided by 3. Remember, we use the bus stop method when dividing. We put 38 in here and we put 3 out here. What would help us today would be scaling. So if we're doing the 3 times tables, we write the 3 times tables down the side. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. And you can check that you haven't missed any out by counting them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We know that 10 threes are 30. Right. First question, how many threes go into 3? It's 1. So we write 1 in. Now, how many threes go into 8? Let's have a look. 3, 6, 9. 6 goes into 8, but 9 would be too many. So it's 2 lots of 3. So we write 2. And because we stopped on 6, what's the difference between 6 and 8? And that is our remainder. The difference between 6 and 8 is 2. So 38 divided by 3 equals 12, remainder 2. And we use an R to represent remainder. Another question we might have is 77 divided 5. This time we do the bus stop method again. We put 5 on the outside, 77 on the inside. What should we do scaling today? 5 times tables. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And once you're done, you can always check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 fives are 50. I know I haven't made a mistake. Now, looking at here, how many 5s go into 7? Looking on here, 7 is less than 10. 5 goes into 7, so 1 lot of 5 goes into 7. What's the difference between 5 and 7? It's 2. So we carry the 2 across. Now watch carefully. We carry the 2, so we put a small 2 next to the 7. How many 5s go into 27? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We stop on 25 because 30 would be too many. So we put 5 in here. We put an R because we know there's a remainder. R is short for remainder. And we stopped on 25, and it's the difference between 25 and 27. The remainder is 2. So 77 divided by 5 equals 15, remainder 2. Now either choose the mild sheet or the hot sheet, whichever level you think you can do. Good luck! Try and find as many Viking facts as you can for next time. See you later.